What's up, guys? Panic Knife here with theAwfulGamer.com, and today I'm going to be talking about the second boss in story mode Scum and Villainy, Titan 6. He leans up against the wall like a boss as you come in. He's pretty much my favorite fight in all of Star Wars The Old Republic. So, without further ado, I'm going to teach you how to go ahead and hopefully not die quite as much as we did. We had a little bit of fails in the second phase of this one, as you'll see in the video. But nonetheless, we downed it, and you should be able to do that too with this strategy. Anyway, this is a two-phased fight. Phase 1 is basically a repeated attack sequence. Phase 2 is an enrage mechanic that makes you burn down the boss as quickly as possible before the healers can no longer keep up. So that's pretty much how this fight breaks down. Phase 1 will start out with 3 different attacks. The first one is lots of missiles, which basically does exactly what it sounds like. It launches missiles at the group in an AoE fashion, so you can run around and sort of avoid the damage. There's some debate as to whether that actually stops the damage at all, especially if you aren't running in any coordinated manner. But in this time we did run around a little bit. Another time we didn't. It didn't really seem to make much of a difference. But some people swear by it, so knock yourself out. If you want to run around, go right ahead. Basically stay away from everybody. It seems to lessen the concentration of missiles going down on people if you aren't right next to each other. So definitely spread out a little bit and then group back up for AoE heals. Having a Sorc healer in this fight is a really big advantage just because of the fact that you have those AoE puddle heals that definitely will help you out. So the second attack is Airstrike. It's basically it's sort of like the first bot on EV, so he'll drop those those little targets on the ground. Just move out of them. It's not too tough. You can actually probably stay in the AoE heal during this during the airstrike. After that, he'll go right back and do another lots of missiles, which is a good time. Dance again. Oh my God. Have a little dance party. Make sure you're staying away from the other raid members so you don't piss your healers off. Group back up is right after that. You know, you're not going to have much time, though, because right after that is a launch. Launch basically is a 8-second channel. It will annihilate everybody in the raid if you don't get behind one of those poop rocks. So run behind a poop rock. As long as you're in between that little area where it has the light on it, you should be good to go and be shielded from the attack. In hard mode, and you should be getting used to doing this in story mode as well. In hard mode, you can't have more than one person behind a rock. Apparently, they got smaller rocks, so whatever. But if you can avoid going behind the same rock as somebody else, I definitely would recommend it just because it's good practice. So that's pretty much the first phase. It's going to go ahead and rotate between those 3 attacks. It'll go lots of missiles, airstrike, lots of missiles. Wow, lots of missiles. Yes. Lots of missiles, airstrike, lots of missiles, launch. It'll go through those things right after the launch. It'll spawn some ads, and I believe it might spawn some ads after the first lots of missiles as well. No, maybe the first airstrike. But you'll get these little ads that have about 20k HP. They can kill your healer pretty quickly, especially if the healer is tunnel visioning on the tank and stuff like that, not running around. You're gonna just need to take those down as DPS. If you have a second tank in the battle that isn't doing a whole lot, have them taunt the ads and get everybody to AoE them down, and then back on the boss. Also, if you're having a little bit of trouble hitting enrage timers in this fight rather, you might want to leave 1 DPS or 2 DPS on the boss the entire time, have the other 2 focus on ads when they come out, and then jump back on the boss. Either one is a viable strategy. I've actually taken part in groups that do both of them, so just make that decision for yourself. If you're able to, if you have enough AoE, in the group, you might decide to just have everybody AoE down the ads. If not, if you have to single target them more, you have a lot of marauders or something like that, it might be a good choice to just have 2 people on the ads and 2 people on the boss. Your choice. It's story mode. It's not that hard to hit the enrage timer, so just make that decision. So after you get the boss down to about like 20%, he's going to go into phase 2. He'll launch an attack on the ground called Explosive Charge. It does about 7k damage. You would actually have an area in there that you're able to stand where there's no fire on the ground, and you won't take any damage. So make sure that if you're melee DPS or the tanks, you jump on that area. It'll make our healing jobs quite a lot easier. Obviously, I'm healing in this fight, so I'm gonna advocate for the healers for once.
Literally.
And in the to the range DPS, he will do a missile burst, which is kind of like lots of missiles. Just make sure you stay away from each other. It's the same sort of thing as lots of missiles, but it's gonna be tough. You're not gonna be able to do the grouping up for AOE heals like you normally can through a soft enrage. So the healers will have a tough time if you're not DPSing it quick enough, but so make their job a little easier and DPS as hard as you can. So that's pretty much it. It's actually a really fun fight, as you can tell. I hope you can tell anyway. We really enjoy it, and this new operation is a whole lot of fun, so definitely recommend getting it out there and doing it. Anyway, don't die like we did in this end phase, but with theawfulgamer.com, this is your boy Panic Knife. I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of the fight, and have a good night.
That last phase was a bitch.